They say like my Steeze.
It's the real Steeze.
What the city need to hear, man? For the culture, for the straight up.
Tell them had that to me by 3 o'clock. Tell them had that in my office for me by 3. Okay? I'll check on that. Appreciate you. Y'all ready? Okay. What's going on, people? Welcome back to the Real Steeze Web Show. I'm your host, Dante, and this is a suit. I got a whole suit on right now, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I do. And I want to apologize. For wearing it because I'm breaking Real Steeze code right now. Usually the way we do things is we rock a new local clothing line from the DMV area or maybe from somewhere. But I was rushing. I just got out of my internship. I got Dammit Mitch on his way coming through for an interview later on. So this is what y'all about to get. Y'all got to get this suit today. Good. Next show, I'm wearing 2 labels. That's how I'm doing it. I'm gonna make up for it. I'm rocking 2 different labels. Episode 8. You heard it here first on episode 7. But let's jump straight into it though, because Miss Parker is tripping, man. What's going on with Monique, man? Why she out here bugging like that? She on the First of all, now before I say anything about this Monique situation, we all are aware that statistically, historically, white people make much more money, have far more opportunities, and are far more favored and privileged than people of color are in America. We all understand that, right? That's not something, I don't have to explain the science behind that. Yeah, do I? No? I hope not, okay? Hopefully you've been watching the Real Steeze Web Show long enough you understand white privilege and, you know, the struggle, the black struggle, okay? So, anyway, play this Monique clip. So let me show y'all, we all got on Instagram, Monique is trying to ask us to boycott Netflix, so.
Hey my loves, I am asking that you stand with me and boycott Netflix for gender bias and color bias. I was offered a $500,000 deal last week to do a comedy special. However, Amy Schumer was offered $11 million, Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle $20 million. Then Amy Schumer went back and renegotiated $2 more million because she said I shouldn't get what the men are getting, they're legends, however I should get more, and Netflix agreed. When we asked Netflix to explain the difference, why the money was so different, they said, well, we believe that's what Monique will bring. We said, well, what about my resume? They said, we don't go off of resumes. Then we asked them, what was it about Amy Schumer? And they said, well, she sold out Madison Square Garden twice, and she had a big movie over the summer.
So she's upset because she got offered $500,000, and the white girl Amy Schumer, who just dropped like 3 movies in the same year, okay? She just dropped like 3 movies in 2017 or 2016. That's why they offered her $7 million. It's the business behind it. Her relevancy right now is going to generate more traffic if we put her somewhere right now. If we put her on Netflix, she's going to generate about $7 million, $14 million worth of traffic. If we put Monique on Netflix, like say none of this would have happened, right? And Monique just came out of nowhere like, I got a new Netflix special. Do you think she would have raked in a $7 million worth of revenue for Netflix? Do you think she would have? Monique, when in the fuck? Your last banger was the I Could Have Been Your Cellmate joint on Netflix, you know? Like, I wonder what the numbers was like on that. I'm gonna wonder how much they offered you for that first Netflix special you got. Cause that joint, that one was, but Charlie, you got this idea in your head where you still think that you hosting Def Comedy Jam and Miss Parker on the Parkers, and that's no shade to Monique, but it's just it's just the reality of how that business works. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I own a club, I might offer Drake $80,000 to walk through my club one night. You know what I'm saying? Now, if DMX come out of nowhere talking about he want to start doing walkthroughs again, I got like 25. I got 25 for DMX, but it's business. It's bad business for me to invest this amount of money, X amount of money in something, too much money, and I don't make it back because of it. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. And keep it G with yourself. If Monique would have just dropped a Netflix comedy special out of nowhere on the gram, we wouldn't even be talking about her ass today. She got comedy stand-ups on Netflix right now that none of us care about or know about. Like, but it's just the way that she going about it. Like, then she dropped another video. Keep talking about, so she been throwing Amy Schumer under the bus. I feel bad for Amy now because they got her out here looking like the bad girl and she ain't did shit. She ain't done nothing racist or nothing like that. She just a white girl basking in the armies of her privilege. But she ain't like shaming nobody, you know what I'm saying? It's the way Monique going about the shit, you know? So then she dropped another video talking about,
hey my loves, I just found out that my sister Wanda Sykes was offered $250,000 from Netflix and Amy Schumer get $13 million. Now this has nothing to do or going against Amy Schumer. If our sister was able to get that, she was supposed to. But how is it that when it comes to these two black female comedians that are still at the top of their game after...
You and Wanda Sykes, my nigga, stop it. I love both of y'all to death, but y'all are not at the top of y'all game right now. I couldn't tell you the last time I heard about Wanda Sykes somewhere. Wanda Sykes is an OG comedian, black female comedian in the game. Monique is an OG black female comedian in the game. She definitely opened the door. You know what I'm saying? She definitely kicked that motherfucker down for black female comedians, but you are truly having some type of out-of-body experience right now where you are over here saying, I am the most decorated comedian alive. What? And then she go, there's another thing I want to speak on. It's just certain things that she was saying. It's just the way she going about it. So now we got to talk to her about it. She like, if I accepted $500,000, what does Tiffany Haddish have coming? First of all, Tiffany Haddish is at the top of her game right now. She's the first black female comedian to ever host Saturday Night Live. She did phenomenal in that Girls Trip movie and all her other endeavors and TV shows taking place right now. You definitely open the door for her, but you don't control what happens when she gets in that room. If Tiffany Haddish goes in there to Netflix with a stand-up comedy idea, they fuck around, offer a few M's because she's at the top of her game, and a Tiffany Haddish stand-up special on Netflix is going to generate some M's back for Netflix. It's going to make Netflix some millions. Monique, your stand-up special will probably only generate $500,000 for Netflix, and that's what they gave you. Like, it's just business, mom. It's just business, and I feel like she's going about it this way and calling people out and attacking certain people about it because she's just trying to gain relevancy again. Netflix has given / is giving Monique the reality check that she never knew she had coming, you know? Yeah, she got this idea in her head where her and Wanda Sykes are at the top of the game and she's the most decorated comedian alive, you know? Like, I don't want to sit here like I'm knocking her. Like, she's definitely got a hell of a resume. She's put in a lot of work. She's, like I said, she's definitely kicked the door down for black female comedians in the game. But 2017, she need to be worrying about getting a Lifetime Achievement Award. You know what I'm saying? Like, Open the Door Award, Historic OG Awards. But, like, she not, I don't know. And also, let me say this. You know what I'm saying? You should always value your talent. You should always name your price, and you should never accept anything less than what you think you deserve. So in that light, I can respect Monique, you know. As far as the racial thing goes, come on now. Don't make me do this. Don't make me sit here and pinpoint every single racist factor about the entertainment business, because we should know by now. White people are more favored. White people make more money. White people have more opportunities. White people are more privileged.
What?
Twice.
What?
Twice as good.
Twice as good as them to get half of what they have.
If you black, you already know you gotta work twice as hard. If you're a black female, you know that means 3 times on that shit. So, just gotta get on our grind. Don't complain. Don't call out the next man. Don't point out what happened in this situation and that situation. Focus on yours. Know the business and accept the reality of the situation. You accept the reality of your situation, man. Okay? Okay? I'm not telling you to accept racism or accept less than what you think you deserve, but I'm definitely telling you to realistically look at the situation. you make whatever you want to make out of the Monique situation. I've said what I had to say about it, and now you know about it. You know enough about it where you can make your own opinion about it. And that's what I'm here to do. My job is done. Moving on. Rest in peace to my man Fredo Santana. Fredo checked out off the lane, man. And, you know, he was Chief Keef's cousin. A lot of people don't know who Fredo Santana is. I'm sure you know who Chief Keef is. Fredo Santana was Chief Keef's cousin. He was a rapper as well, Chicago rapper as well. Very popular figure out there in Chicago. Fredo had been in and out of the hospital, having seizures and complications, and apparently his last seizure was a fatal one. Liver failure due to excessive drug use, opiate abuse, cough syrup, codeine. I kind of just want to speak on like the way black men deal with pain and having their feelings hurt and just their emotions, because we live in a world where to be considered a man, you have to have a certain amount of control over your emotions, you know? To even experience certain emotions is not manlike. To feel sad or depressed or nervous or scared or anxious, those are not traits of a man. But the whole thing is, any emotion is a trait of a human being, you know what I'm saying? It's just the social description that we've attached to the title man, or just make guys in general think, you know what I'm saying? To be a man, I have to act accordingly. I can't be seen in certain lights. And a lot of black men are experiencing a lot of trauma, post-traumatic stress, anxiety, paranoia, depression, you know what I'm saying? But because of their environments and because of where they come from and because of the people around them, they've got to wear this mask. They've got to suppress that pain. They've got to hide that pain. They cannot show that sadness. They cannot show that fear, because if we see it, they not men no more. They bitch ass niggas. They suck ass niggas. They punks. They pussies. Cause that's how society works. Society just fucked up like that. I'm bringing it all together. I'm bringing it all together. That's why a lot of these young men out here, these young black men, are abusing these drugs and drinking this lean and popping these pills, because it numbs the pain. It numbs the anxiety. It relieves the paranoia. You know what I'm saying? And anything in excess is not good for you. You know, pills and codeine destroy your liver. You know? Eating too much McDonald's isn't good for you, it'll kill you. Drinking too much codeine isn't good for you, it'll kill you. Rest in peace to Fredo Santana. And hopefully his death inspires a lot of these young youth and even a lot of the rappers to stop glorifying this drug shit. There's other ways to deal with your problems. On some real shit though, on some real shit, you know what I'm saying? Just smoke some weed, man. That's all you gotta do is hit a little bit of gas, man. You don't gotta do all this wild shit. You don't gotta pop all these Zans and be fried out your mind. There's nothing cool about, you know what I'm saying? Yo, what the fuck, man? Cut that shit out. When I see niggas outside my city like that, I be wanting to walk up on niggas just like this, man.
Oh, wake the fuck up, Mo! Y'all crunch like shit, Mo! Wake up! Y'all already know what time it is.
Sometimes niggas still don't get it. You gotta go back like.
You must ain't get the message, my guy. Get the fuck up, Slim. You can't be sleep out here like that.
My man had me rolling, young. That was funny as shit. But no, for real, man. For real, man. Bottom line is these drugs will kill you. Cut that shit out. Want better for yourself. What you want to do with your life, bro? What you trying to be? What do you like to do? Figure that shit out, okay? God damn. Okay, let's get it. Moving on. Amira La Negra, okay? It was a whole lot of shit going on with her situation, but I'm gonna break it down as quick as I can, okay? Because we're not gonna be here all day. Alright, so check it. She on the joint like on the Breakfast Club, and she basically saying, you know, Afro-Latino women have it harder as far as breaking into the mainstream industry. Afro-Latinas, you know, are discriminated against, oppressed against when it comes to getting into things like soap operas and, you know, just the main music, movie, television industry, right? A lot of people felt like one of the Breakfast Club MCs, Charlamagne, was downplaying her issue. He said, well, what about Cardi B? Basically saying, well, what you saying isn't really relevant because Cardi B is an Afro-Latina who's made it in the mainstream media, this, that, and the third. So what you really saying? So first, people was mad at Charlamagne for that, right? A Maryland nigga's response to Charlamagne's was, yeah, but she is light-skinned. You know what I'm saying? So now people like, okay, hold up. Little Negra, what you mean? And I thought we was on the same team. Now you just threw the light-skinned Afro-Latinas under the bus. You know what I'm saying? So then Cardi B's sister, as usual, as always, on cue, pops on the gram with her paragraph addressing the situation. Long caption short, she basically saying, you know, Cardi B is what she is today not because she's light-skinned or because she's dark-skinned or because she got straight hair or an afro. She's there because she put that work in. She there because she put the work in that a lot of people couldn't. And she's reaping the benefits from it. I just want to say this, I agree with Cardi B's sister, and I also agree with a Maryland Negra's first statement. And that gives me two bottom lines, and this is how we gonna end it, because I told y'all I was gonna do this shit real quick. Y'all like how I'm doing this, right? So here you go, we already at the bottom line. So, two bottom lines. First one is, darker skin equals more problems. You know what I'm saying? You know how Biggie say, more money, more problems? More skin, more problem. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way of the country that we were brought to, love. I'm sorry. That's just, you know what I'm saying? Do I need to play the scandal clip again? Do I need to run some of that Monique shit back? Because you already know, if you black, you got to work twice as hard. And if you black with a vagina, you got to work 3 times on your shit, man. So, you got to get to it, black people. All right, so that's the first bottom line. The second bottom line is, we all black. A Maryland Negra with her chocolate skin and that bush, you know what I'm saying? And Cardi B with her bright vanilla self and that flat hair, we all black. You know what I'm saying? They Latina asses, my black ass, Africans, everybody. We all black, Mo. We all black. And we should all be rooting for everything black. Period. Bottom line, moving on. This is a new segment of the Real Steeze web show called Debatable Relationals, okay? Now, if you remember on the last show, I did a little rant, a little segment on cheating, okay? So I figured I was gonna keep that, and each episode on Debatable Relational segment, we're gonna discuss different relational situations, topic of discussion, things that we can debate as far as that relationship realm goes, because that's a big umbrella. There's so many things that we could always, you know what I'm saying? I could start a second web show up called Debatable Relationals if I wanted to, and would never run out of content. But that's another story. And don't go steal my idea, because I already said it. Matter of fact, I'm about to go get the LLC for it, because you know how niggas do. Niggas will watch. Niggas will follow you and not like your posts and not support it and not share it, and then a week later get on the joint talking about they about to start their own YouTube channel up. Niggas will watch you do your thing, not support it, jack your steez, then ask you for help on how to get their shit together. You fuck out of here, man. Alright, so, Debatable Relationals. The second installment to the Debatable Relationals segment of the Real Steeze web show. My friend threw this out there. And I want to apologize to all the people who gave me ideas, because on my Snapchat, if you follow me on Snapchat, that's where all the exclusive Real Steeze, you know what I'm saying, fan interaction go down at, for real. So I was asking the people to give me suggestions on what to talk about on the joint. And the first thing someone told me was, do baby daddies and baby mamas. And I was like, oh shit. But no, I'm apologizing because I had like a list of shit of things, different things that I was gonna talk about, but I ain't gonna make it to them other topics. Baby mamas and baby daddies was just, I didn't realize how much I had to say about this shit. So, we're gonna get straight to it. Alright. That's why I don't wear suits now. It be too much shit, man. It's too much shit in a suit. Then you be all constricted, my range of motion. You know what I'm saying? If I get into a fight, it's old, man. Baby mamas and baby dad. It's an unfortunate norm that we've accepted as society. And I hate to sound like I'm bashing anyone. Because first of all, my friend who told me to do it, she just had a baby, okay? So a baby mama told me to do it. Like, alright, so I have a lot of good friends with some wild ass co-parents, and they still do a phenomenal job at raising their kids on their own, you know. And I commend them, and I'm proud of them every day. Every day I'm proud of my friends with kids, because I mean, I just can't see myself doing that yet. I mean, and if something would have happened back, you know, I'm proud of my friends who are out there doing their thing, yo. Well, I just want y'all to know that. Shout outs to y'all, all y'all. But when I think about the culture in general, it's a crazy cycle that we've adopted. Pregnancy isn't the fruit of a beautiful marriage anymore. It's merely a common occurrence. It's barely anything special anymore. And marriage, the last thing a nigga think about is spending the rest of his life with somebody. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole kill right there. Because if he not sure about how he gonna spend the rest of his life with you, what make you think he gonna spend the rest of his life or 18 years trying to raise a kid with you? Stop letting your boyfriend splash in you. Until they start talking about new living situations and some type of financial stability or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You still learning about him as a person, as a boyfriend. You have no idea what type of parent they're gonna be. Because when you have a kid, when you go into parent mode, you a whole different motherfucker now. You are not the same motherfucker you were before you had that child. And if you don't even know who the motherfucker is right now before the child, if you still figuring that out, you went for a whole lot of surprises, bitch. You went for a whole lot of surprises. And these niggas call themselves trying to trap somebody. Trying to trap a young woman because they want her all to themselves. She bad as shit, she fat as shit. She getting money, I'm gonna keep her, I'm gonna trap her, I'm gonna nut her, I ain't pulling out. Real life get these girls pregnant, ruin the next 9 months to 18 years of her life because he wanna keep her all to herself. Which really just means I'm trying to like literally put this chain on you right here so I can, you know what I'm saying, me and Keisha can still kick it, me and Tasha can still fuck around. Cause you having my baby, Charlie, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? End of the day, it don't matter what happened. Like you stuck. And since you stuck, I can still mess around and we gonna argue about it. And you're not gonna feel it, and I'm gonna stress you out, but you having my babies, y'all. You still the mother of my children. You still got to deal with me for the rest of your life. So, you're trapped, you're stuck. Niggas really do that shit on purpose. And if I really want to fuck with your head, I could get right up in your ear and tell you how much, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really do love you. Like, I've always loved you, and I want this family thing to work now. Like, I've been fucking around, but I just really want you and our kid and this family thing. I just really want that to work. You know what I'm saying? Really get you in your bag. Your ass gonna be like, oh, for real? For real? Soon as you post the nigga on the gram again, he back over Tasha's house and shit, man. It's not, this having a baby shit is not boyfriend and girlfriend shit. Having a baby is wife and husband shit. That's grown man and grown women shit. And there's too many boys and girls out here trying to do that grown man, grown woman shit. And this is the result. This is the result. Look at this shit. You see it on your timeline every day. You see it. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just a wicked roller coaster ride you sign up for, man. Like, and I know that's not everybody's situation, okay? Don't at me when I drop this clip on the gram, okay? I'm not talking about nobody specific. Don't get in your feelings because your baby daddy ain't shit, or you know you trapped this girl and you don't really like her. Don't at me. I'm not bashing nobody. I'm just doing my job. I'm just a web show host with a heavy opinion. In a tight ass suit. That's what I am. Like, nah. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking of general analyzation, general experience. You know what I'm saying? I've dated my share of baby mamas. I've had to fight baby fathers. You know what I'm saying? It's a wicked game, and that's why I don't do too much. I'm cool off the baby mama. There's probably only one girl out there that has a kid right now who I would consider co-parenting with and possibly one day being a stepfather, okay? Don't worry about who she is. Some of y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. But other than that, yeah, nah, I'm cool. I feel like that's what brings me to this. This is where I'm at today. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? I want my first child to be your first child. You know what I'm saying? I would really prefer it go down that way. And unfortunately, it's to the point, the game's so crazy now, it's to the point where people out here saying, at this point, if you single, you gonna be a stepdad. You know what I'm saying? Like any relationship you get in, you bound to be a stepdad. But you know what I'm saying? No, and if you really feeling somebody, then you gotta accept them for everything that they come with. And that's their kids, they jealous ass baby father, and whatever that kid needs and whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you sign up for. And a lot of niggas don't realize that. A lot of niggas, raising a child is not boy and girl shit, man. It is grown woman and grown man shit. There's a lot of boys and a lot of girls playing around with that pregnancy shit, getting pregnant for attention, getting pregnant to get back at somebody, getting pregnant to keep somebody around, getting pregnant, just getting pregnant. Everybody pregnant, ain't nobody engaged. That nigga not ready to tell you, yo, I spend the rest of my life with you, shorty, till we die. Till death end this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what make you think he gonna be that genuine and serious about this kid that you about to bring into this world? He ain't even dedicated himself all the way to you yet. He just your fucking boyfriend. And again, that's not everybody's situation, young. Because I know some couples who have had kids and are still together and are doing great jobs, doing excellent jobs, raising their kids, multiple kids, more than one kid, still together. I know some parents and some couples who have split and are doing an amazing job at co-parenting and letting that other person live their life free as possible. You know what I'm saying? If y'all baby daddies gotta chill too, young. Stop hawking your baby mom, young. You had your chance. You had your chance. You splashed in her. You had a whole kid with her and you ain't stay. Now you mad cause another nigga see what you should have been seeing? Now you wanna go fuck that up for her? Let her live, young. She deserved happiness. She deserved what you was not trying to give her. Don't do that, young. That's not fair. It's not fair. You know what I'm saying? Baby mamas deserve happiness too. And shit, baby mamas too. I'm pretty sure baby mamas do the same thing. I hadn't experienced that type of situation yet, but I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, baby mamas be jealous when baby daddy trying to move on with other women as well. Let that man live, young. Let that man live. He didn't want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? Why are you trying to force something? If a motherfucker don't want to be with you, you need to accept that real fast. You probably should accept it before you have a motherfucking baby by the motherfucker. But if somebody don't want to be with you, you need to accept that real fast, because either way, it don't matter what you do or how you try to sabotage his new situation, you the one who look like a nut. Let your baby father live, man. Baby fathers, let your baby mama live, you know? Don't miss your well when your water run dry, okay? Or something like that. Don't miss the water unless you got enough buckets to go down to the well with or some shit, okay? I don't know how the saying go, but it's something like that. At the end of the day, take care of your kids, mo. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the situation, and you hate your baby mom and she always be doing that shit, or you hate your baby father because he always in all these bitches' faces, take care of your kid. When you get upset at that nigga, when you get upset at shorty, I need you to think about the kid, okay? And just make sure that everything is straight with them. Make sure the food and the pampers and the financial situation and the education is intact, okay? Because all that other bullshit is irrelevant. And that's another thing that y'all gotta realize. Once you have a kid, it's not about you no more. It's about that goddamn child, man. It's not about nothing that you had going on and that you was trying to do with your life no more. All that shit is over with, okay? Everything that you do with your life now needs to be so that this little motherfucker can grow up and do big shit with his life before he have a baby, okay? Because that's the problem. Some of y'all had kids and y'all still trying to live y'all best life and got your kid out here looking bad. You slave from head to toe. Slave, hair laid to the gods. Brows snatched, you know what I'm saying? Bloody shoes, money moves. But Ray shit nappy than the motherfucker. I don't even know how to do hair, but I'm ready to go grab his shit. And you know what I'm saying? Put some grease on that shit and you know what I'm saying? Braid that boy hair. Braid that boy hair before you put that fur on and step out the XO tonight, okay? That's trifling. I'm tired of seeing it. And that's all I got, man. We'll catch y'all next time on the Real Steeze Web Show. My man Dammit Mitch about to come through. He on his way right now with the rest of the Say Less gang. You know what I'm saying? It's the second time I had somebody from the Say Less Collective brand come through. We're gonna get it popping. We're gonna pick the brain. That man is first of all, he's very talented, but he's also very deep. That man is very smart. We're gonna pick his brain. We're gonna figure out everything about the multi-talented super producer, Dammit, Mitch. On the second half of the show, you got like 5 to 10 seconds before we bust you in the mouth with that joint. But other than that, I'm Dante. This has been the Real Steeze Web Show. Take care of your kids. Monique be tripping. Rest in peace, Fredo Santana. Shout outs to Cardi B and the Maryland Negra. We'll catch y'all next time on the Real Steeze Web Show. We out. We in this tight ass suit. We out, baby.
Yo. Hold up. Mitch said I got 2 takes to knock this joint out, man. I told him I only need 1 for real. I'ma do this shit forever. This rap shit what I was born for. Bachelor's where I'm at. Doctorate what I'm going for. I'm a kick boss forever. I think it's really what I'm made for. I do the rap shit for free. Showing up what I'm paid for. Rolling up on the A floor. About to give her what she came for.
Real Steeze shit, man, already.
It ain't about me though, it's about Damm and Mitch, you did.
Already.
You know, man, Tay gonna give you the Real Steeze on Damm and Mitch.
Already.
That joint was solid too.
Did you see this Seinfeld joint comedian?
Nah, I know what you're talking about, but I ain't seen it yet. The Jim Carrey joint?
Jim Carrey's a painter?
Yes, phenomenal painter.
He's amazing.
Amazing.
Vicious with the brush.
Like what?
Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey vicious with the brush.
Stop it.
I'm not lying to you.
Stop.
Vicious.
I'm not lying.
Wrist action crazy. Jim Carrey vicious, bro.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey vicious. I'm trying to tell you.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to the second half of the show. I'm your host, Dante, but you already know that by now. My man to the left, you can introduce yourself however you feel, you know.
You know what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing? It's Dammit Mitch, representative of the Say Less Collective, you know what I mean? Gang, 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 gang.
Big facts.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? This is the second time someone from the Say Less brand is on the show. You know what I'm saying?
We do.
Just shows you how, right?
Yes, sir.
Y'all around. They definitely around. All right, so.
You are a very multi-talented person. That's definitely why you're here. You do a lot. You produce music.
Yes, sir.
You engineer it, mix it, master it.
All that.
I just recently learned that you created a lot of the album art for some of the projects that you've worked on. So did I miss anything? Am I missing something?
Designing, I mean, cover arts and everything like that, definitely. Videographer, I direct, you know what I mean?
Right.
DJ, you know what I mean? I definitely get out there and spin the wheels every now and then. Amongst other things, the list is gonna be too long for the episode. You wanna burn up all your time.
I mean, we got time. We got time for you. That's why you're here, man.
Yes, sir.
We need to know all that shit.
Yes, sir.
So like, all right, let's take it back. Let's take it back a little bit. So, what schools did you go to? How did that work out?
So I'm definitely a techite.
Okay.
Graduated McKinley Technology High School, class of 2012.
There you go.
Yes, sir. And then I had the great opportunity of becoming a posse scholar and got a full tuition scholarship to go to Pepperdine University out of Malibu, California. The easiest reference point for this place is if you've ever seen Zoe 101, Pepperdine University is the school that was filmed.
For real?
So that's what it looked like me going there. Not the dorms. The dorms was in the studios. But anything you've seen outdoor, that was the campus. So that's where I was, right on the beach, soaking it up.
Yes, Cali living?
Yes, sir.
Cali living?
Yes, sir.
I probably wouldn't have graduated if I was in school out of California.
I barely made it. You feel me? It was that close.
Must have been hard
It was
out there,
close, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
Yes,
So
sir.
do you play any instruments or?
Yeah, a little bit. So I took a piano class out there at Pepperdine. You know what I'm saying?
Because I just naturally assume all producers know how to play the piano.
A couple of us do. A couple of us don't. I'm somewhere in between. I can jive-like play the piano. Jive-like a little bit. For my final, I did "Ordinary People" by John Legend. Ladies, that's when all y'all go, oh.
So like you had to play it?
Yeah, I had to play it. It was a simple version in the key of C major, but you know what I mean? I got through it. It was difficult. I was nervous, but I made it through.
Yeah.
And now I apply that skill, you know what I mean, to music production. I had started music production. I wanted to learn how to play keys so I could do the justice. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be just pressing keys on a keyboard with making beats, but I'm actually moving around, maneuvering the way I should be, doing it justice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right,
Yes,
absolutely.
But I would, you know what I mean? The drum pad, when you chopping and making beats, I would also consider that an instrument.
Yeah.
And I think turntables is definitely an instrument too. So I would say I play 3 instruments: keys, beat pad, turntable.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when it comes to engineering the music, like the mixing and the mastering, because to a lot of us, that's like, you know, outside looking in, that producer world, that's like we don't know what it is that you guys actually do that makes it go from sounding like some bullshit to some old shit.
Yeah,
like,
the wizard behind the curtain. Yes,
so
sir.
like, how did you master that? You know, I ain't telling you to spill the beans, you know what I'm saying, but
okay. Like all great African American musicians, I started in the church.
Okay.
When I was about 12 years old, we needed a little bit more help behind the soundboard. We only had a couple people running in. They needed a little bit more help, so I started mixing there. And that's just basic static mixing, which just means volume arrangement and that kind of thing. And that's the simple part. And then when I got out to school, a buddy of mine really wanted to start making music. He was very talented. And I joined up and partnered with him and took it upon myself to self-study engineering. And that's when I got really deep. And it took a while. I had people helping me out, but no actual like teacher or mentor or anything like that.
I was gonna say
you know what I mean?
Self-study. That's
YouTube's amazing.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? YouTube is the place to be, brother. You know what I'm saying? So
for sure,
countless hours of YouTube videos and just knocking around and creating trash music until finally you find out. In all honesty, garbage music until you finally find the formula that works and it starts becoming sonically appeasing and that kind of thing. So, you know what I mean? Without spilling all the secrets, I eventually, you know what I mean, learned how to sauce it up. You know what I mean? I consider myself a sonic chef, so I figured my way out in the kitchen, and now I know all the instruments.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir.
Know all the spices.
All the spices. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yes, sir.
I can dig it, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let me see. It was difficult trying to figure out all the shit that because you do so much shit, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, so like we're gonna jump to photography.
Okay.
Get into this camera work, cause you know. I recently purchased a few cameras myself.
I see you, Mr. I Need a Flick.
You ain't there.
Oh, by the way, I need a flick.
Okay, for sure.
My man.
For sure.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, you ain't the only one with a camera. You know what I'm saying? I know how to take a picture. Matter of fact, I took a picture like a week ago. I know, cause I worked down by the National Mall area, the monument. So I took a picture and it was the monument and the African American Museum in it, right?
Oh, you finesse.
Look, took it right, and I was like, this ain't no Dammit Mitch. This don't look like Mitch John. I ain't even gonna gas you. I'm gonna post the Jones on the show too.
Right. Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Cause that John, you took that picture for that album cover for that.
I actually, believe it or not, I did.
Oh.
I have taken several pictures there, but I have to give credit where credit is due.
Okay.
My boy Vaughn goes by Hidden Images. Hired him because I like to, you know what I mean? I like to spread the love, you know what I mean, and pay people within the culture, keep the black dollar within the culture.
Absolutely.
So I hired my man and said, hey, I need some finesse photos of the monument, and I need you to, you know what I mean, figure out how to do it. A couple days, man is quick. A couple days later, turn around, send it to me, and the cover art happened like that, you know what I mean? So I can't take credit for that photo, but if you know what I mean, yours might not be as nice. But Vaughn, nice.
Once again, shout outs to Hidden Images.
Yeah, shout out to Hidden Images.
It's like the second time I had to shout that man out. We did a photo shoot recently actually. So like, how would you say you mastered that camera stuff? Because I'm still watching endless YouTube videos, trying to figure out how to do this, that, and the third.
Opportunity, you know what I mean? Definitely in college, I had the chance to network with people. I definitely had several opportunities. I was involved in, I had an internship with Intercultural Affairs, which is the cultural kind of representation organization on campus, and throughout several cultural events, Asian, Korean events, the Black Student Association events, several events on campus. I just had many opportunities to capture moments of people. You know what I mean? And that grew my love for it and gave me more than enough opportunities to learn how to really capture momentary emotion. You know what I mean? And that's my strong suit. You know what I mean? That's what I really like to do, is capture moments of people. You know what I mean? How they're feeling there. So I would say it was just opportunity. You know what I mean? You just gotta keep taking pictures until eventually, you know what I mean? You know what every single button on that camera does, and you know, oh, I know exactly how I want to capture this. Boom,
It just settings right.
Get it done. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. All right, so let's jump back into the music.
Okay.
Let's jump back into the music.
Stop back to it.
Let me just ask you. So, what would you say your favorite? What's your favorite like instrument? Like, what's your go-to when you're creating a beat? Because you make beats as well.
Yeah.
Right? Well, I don't know if that's a good question because I don't want to say you go to the same thing every time you make a beat.
No. I have a process, right? And so I think the first thing I do, I'm a heavy sampler. You know what I mean? So the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to find a sample or a loop that really calls to whatever I'm feeling at that moment. You know what I mean? Very inspired by other people, other sonics, other interpretations of emotion. So I usually go find a sample that captures whatever I'm feeling right there, and then I build around it. And the piano is typically the first instrument, the first actual instrument that I'll go to after finding a sample and laying a bass that way.
For sure. Okay. So, what's your favorite beat that you made to this day? Yeah. I'm right at you.
You asked me to pick between my children. Oh my God.
I'm right at you. Who's your favorite child? Parents be front, but they definitely got a favorite.
I feel like I should have been more prepared.
I knew that was going.
Nah.
Or we want to make it easy. Top five?
Top five. My Flows. A song I did with my brother Shaw is definitely one of my first favorites. I really like the sample in there and how that came together. It's a record I did. The beat was called Castles. Gave the beat to my boy Del Fargo. He created the message, but it uses a Grover Washington sample that I struggled with. I flipped that sample at least 7 different ways. But I finally figured out a way for that to set in. So that's definitely up there. Let me think what else. It's another on my project for the culture. There's a record called Flossin'. That sample and that genre is it's definitely crazy. It's definitely top 5. And then there's another one on For the Culture that I did with my boy Kels, where I have a Beyonce sample in there. And when I threw that single on top, that thing just flew out the window. I knew that thing was annoying. And when we dropped the record, this was like Kels' first time actually putting the record out, rapping and everything like that, and it hit. Yeah. Your boy Kels, yeah.
Shout out Kels.
It hit, and I was jealous because I hop on Twitter. And he get more recognition for his new single record than I'm getting for the project. I'm like, oh, y'all, I know y'all see the name. It's like Dammit, Mitch right there. I produced it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Shout out my man for blessing me with the verse.
But you know what? It's crazy that you said that because I'm gonna just go ahead and ask it now. Do you think that producers don't get enough credit for songs in regards to how much credit the person performing the song gets?
They definitely don't, and I know exactly who's to blame. Ask me who's to blame.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Who's to blame?
iTunes. iTunes is to blame. If you remember, before iTunes used to go out and buy a CD or vinyl for people a little bit more seasoned. And in that record, everybody would be credited. You know what I mean? You would open it up, you pop the CD and you start listening to it. You say, well, I like this beat. You can flip through the booklet and see, okay, this person produced it. And back then, producers were doing heavier loads. You know what I mean? They do 4 or 5 records, they EP, like a whole album or something like that, right? And iTunes came out, and I'm not sure if iTunes knew what they were doing when they did this, but at that point, they only started crediting the performer, right? We're not even talking about the person who wrote the record. This is the performer.
Wow.
So I think the people who write the records, because a lot of these records are written by other people, the people who executive produce the records, the people who kind of network and pull it all together, the producers, the engineers, there's a lot of people not getting their just credit in this process because streaming platforms, music purchasing platforms nowadays are only searchable through the performer. Now, Apple's doing a little bit better because, you know what I mean, they got the behind the beats or behind the boards playlist now where you can see kind of how producers, they get their highlights and their credits and stuff like that. And with super producers like Metro Boomin coming out and you being able to hear styles, people are becoming a bit more interested in the main production that's behind it, right? But I definitely think there's space for us to receive more credit. I don't attribute it necessarily to one individual or one part of the problem, but just several pieces of the problem: lack of curiosity, lack of acknowledgement, lack of space to show that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. But I think I have a kind of a mindset that keeps me at peace which is
yeah, because I was going to ask how
do you cope with all that?
Cope with it? How do you keep? You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
It's still what you do.
You know what I mean? I cry myself to sleep. Say F these niggas, bro. They're not getting no more none of my beats, man. I get my credit. No, but the perception I operate under is the performer is the artist, right? And you give an artist credit, you give every individual credit towards who worked on that artist or worked on that record. Like in a movie, you know what I'm saying? You say movie's hot. You're saying every actor in that movie's hot. Every person behind the scenes, all the cameramen, the directors, the executive producers, everybody. When you say that movie's hot, you say every single person that worked on that movie's hot. That's the same way I go with records, albums, and artists. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna say Shot Infinite, Moso's DC, Del Fargo, Uncle John, you know what I mean? If you say BJ Banks, Shia Spitz, any of these artists are hot, you're crediting the entire team that works behind them. You're crediting the engineers. You're crediting the cover art people. Shout out to me. The designers, everybody gets their just due when you operate under that perception.
Absolutely, man. That's how you gotta think about it.
Yeah,
that's how you gotta think about it.
It helps me go to sleep.
For real, man. That's what's up. So, I actually about your favorite beats. Now, you can't top 5 this one. I need to know your favorite project. That you worked on. Straight up.
Yeah. Gotta be selfish here. I gotta go with For the Culture. I gotta go with my debut project. And the only reason I'm gonna be selfish here is because how the project came together was really, you know what I mean, for lack of a better term, magical. You know what I mean? I don't think that I've seen anyone in this area pull together so many talented artists into one collection of project. You know what I mean? The purpose of the project For the Culture was to highlight the culture and to use myself as a platform to get these other guys on. You know what I mean? Let's share fan bases, you know what I mean? If you like this rapper, you know what I'm saying, you come to a project, you hear this, you're gonna accidentally stumble over here and hit him, and you be like, oh, he just got it too. Who is this? Let me go look this guy up on SoundCloud. And that actually happened. I had a friend of mine with a homie, and she was like, oh, you're Del Fargo. You track 3, aren't you? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, there it is. For the culture.
Just
we
like
did it.
That.
We did it.
Spreading the wealth.
Just like that, spreading the wealth. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta go with For the Culture as top, just because you made me pick. But it's some jumps right there.
What you honorable mentions?
Some honorable mentions. I gotta go with Sound Bites, Schroff EP, and last but not least, SOS, because I work really heavily with my younger brother making music, and that's a different kind of world when you're working with blood, and you got to. There's just a synergy that is unmatched. You know what I mean? And throughout that entire process, I learned a lot about mixing, producing, executive producing, and working with artists and managing them, because there was some heated moments. You know what I mean? When we was arguing about a mix or something. You ain't never heard nobody argue about a mix, but you like, bro. You know what I mean? This echo gotta be here. I'm like, nah, man, you gotta trust me. You gotta trust, you know what I mean, the process. Like, no. You know what I mean? One of you, you be arguing about a mix, and then the other one threatening to go tell Ma. You know what I mean? That you ain't being fair about a mix. It's like, what in the world is a mix? You know what I mean?
Did you like teach him, or like how did your brother?
Yeah, I mean, to an extent. I taught him and he taught me, you know, and he challenged me with some crazy samples. It was this one record. I was like, how you want me to flip this? This ain't no soul. I don't know what this is. You gonna be flipping bluegrass or something like that. But we flipped it and turned out crazy. And when he performs that record now, it goes off.
Them be the best samples. The joints
will be the best.
When you first hear it, it's like, niggas, you serious?
Yeah. Well, the crazy part is that's how Wu-Tang used to look at RZA, man. When he was down there in the basement, man, and he was putting the beats together, and it'd be this really odd sample, and they would just hear that one piece, and they'd be like, bro, what is this? You want us to rap over this? He'd be like, hold on 1 second. Unmute all the tracks, click play. They'd be like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? So even back in the dungeons from the beginning, it was always the odd, weird samples that really caught people's ears. So, you know what I mean? He taught me all about that.
Absolutely, man. That's what's up. Let's go even deeper.
Okay.
Let's go even deeper.
I thought we was on.
Right. We definitely, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're that, bro. Well, so, all right, so, for the culture.
Right.
All right. The culture.
Right.
What is the culture to you?
Okay. Before I tell you that, let me put out my disclaimer. Shout out to Migos. They stole my tape then. I don't know, they was rolling through Uptown or something one day, and they heard me cranking outside, and I was just like, yo, this for the culture. And they was like, we naming our project The Culture. You know what I'm saying? I had the name before they dropped, so I wasn't hopping on waves or nothing like that.
Absolutely.
No, but it was like summer of 2016. It was before everybody was saying For the Culture. I heard this one person, it was like having an argument or something like that. And this dude was like, no, I don't want to do it. No, I don't want to do it. And he was like, yo, bro, don't even do it for you, bro. Do it for the culture. You know what I'm saying? No, and it struck me. It was just like, don't be selfish with your intentions. You know what I mean? Everything, definitely there's a level of selfishness to gaining whatever it is you want to gain in life, making the strides forward that you want to gain. But at the same time, there's got to be something more. You know what I mean? There's got to be an impact that's greater than just you. There's got to be a change that you're wanting to happen that's on a higher level. You know what I mean? And culture is something that's ever changing. Culture is like, you know what I mean? It's like that room in a house that's never done. You know what I'm saying? No, for real. You go in there, you work on it, and as you grow in life, it changes a little bit more, and you work on it differently, and your perception changes. You know what I mean? Like gray. Just make these walls grow. You know what I'm saying? Like that's culture to me. That's how I analogize it. As we grow, both as a community, as a people, that's African Americans, that's millennials, you know what I mean? That's people in the DC area, any culture that you're referring to. As you grow in that culture and as you grow older, your perception changes in it. And you have to continue to contribute to it, because otherwise it'll go stale, otherwise you won't be able to relate to it anymore, and you won't have that larger thing, you know what I'm saying? What's gonna outlive me is my culture, you know what I'm saying? And the only way that I can be infinite in that is to contribute to it and make sure I do my part to be a part of it, you know what I'm saying? So culture is just way over people's heads. You gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? That's why, look, shouts out, I gotta do my shout out to you, man. Shouts out to you, because they don't even know how the real Steeze is impacting culture. No, for real, man. Let me ask y'all, how many black-owned news outlets do you know? Media outlets do you know? I know him. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's important. So this is a huge thing for the culture. And it's really important that you make sure, if you want your influence, you want your body of work, you want your impact to outlive you, which I think should be everyone's goal at some point. You got to do it for the culture.
I definitely agree, man.
Yeah.
That's definitely, man. I feel like I should clap this shit. I feel like I'm supposed to start clapping right now.
Don't clap for me, bro.
Clap for the culture. We're clapping up for the culture.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because that's definitely what you leave behind.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's definitely the only. You can't leave no money or no cars or no bitches. None of that.
None of that.
The only thing you can leave behind is your impact on the culture.
On the culture, you hear me?
Man, Dammit, Mitch, man. That's why I got you here.
I'm glad
That's why I got you on the show, man. Just want to let you know we appreciate your dedication to the game, your diligence on them soundboards and behind them cameras and shit, man. And your insight on the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I just appreciate the opportunity to be a part of it, man. You know what I mean? I stepped in this game of everything I do and was received real well. You know what I mean? People reached out to me. People gave me an opportunity. People received the vision that I was trying to accomplish and were willing to work with me to help me accomplish it along with what they were having to do. You know what I mean? So I just got to appreciate everybody for giving me the space to operate and giving me the space to be Dammit Mitch, man. Because without the culture, I wouldn't be nothing for me.
There is no you. There is no us, man.
Yes, sir.
So last but not least, I just got to ask you, man, what's next? You know, 5, 10 years from now, what is Mitch doing?
Yeah, well, I definitely think there was a purpose or an intention in getting me involved in so many things. I think the future for me is going to be a very high level, I don't want to say management, but definitely high level directing of these kinds of things, working with, and I want to work with all kinds of content creation. You know what I'm saying? I want to work with web shows, TV series, movies. You know what I mean? I want to get into film festivals. You know what I'm saying? Continue to make music and get into podcasts. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely trying to get into all forms of content creation, because I think definitely, specifically in the African American culture, it's important that we create these things for ourselves, that we can rely on in ourselves to give us, you know what I mean? It's the term I'm looking for. It's the real. The real Steeze.
That's what we
mean. You know what I'm saying?
The
real
Steeze, man.
Steeze. So I'm looking forward to finding the real Steeze, sharing that with people, and just continue to be in content creation now. So immediately, my next steps, I want to get into directing the visual content. So short films and that kind of thing, documentaries. I definitely have that on the plate in 2018.
Yeah.
More solo music projects as a producer, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I definitely think those are important. People like Static Selector, Knife Wonder, those kind of cats that put out their own, you know what I mean, bodies of work are definitely very inspiring to me. Right. So I want to get into my own lane of artistry, you know what I mean? I've been a very heavy supportive role, but I definitely want to get into, you know what I mean, just building my own and putting my own image out there. So that's what's next.
Absolutely. I can see it. I can see that shit, man.
Okay, he said he can see that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you know, you got anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, just shout out Mom and Dad, just in case they watch this video. Okay, I cursed once. You know what I mean? No, it's my bad. Nah, but I just want to shout out to Say Less Collective, of course, because they just received me really well, built me up. You know what I'm saying? Say less, say less, say less, say less.
You did.
I want to
They over there. They over there if you wonder why we keep looking over there.
Yeah, Say Less is with me. We always in a squad. You ain't never gonna know. We always did. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Sean Infinite. You know what I mean? My brother for bringing me out here and really supporting me. Shout out my boy Jay Grant, my mentor, for teaching me pretty much everything he could have taught me in music. Trying to think if there's anybody I'm forgetting. Shout out Cruise Control Entertainment. My boys out Cali, my brothers D-Lo, Darren, Cruz, everybody out there. Shout out Children of the Beats, the music collective that I'm a part of, you know what I mean? Children of the Beats.
Okay.
Yeah, and then shout out Maya Moves, doing her thing out New York, you know what I mean? Definitely plugging and doing her thing. Shout out anybody who supports me, anybody watching this that is supporting Dammit, Mitch, supporting Real Steeze. Yeah, shout out to Real Steeze for bringing me out, you know what I'm saying? I love this company and what you're doing with it, and I really appreciate being a part of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
We're going to keep it going for the culture.
Yes, sir.
It's my man, Dammit Mitch. It's been another Real Steeze interview, you know what I'm saying, with another Say Less, you know what I'm saying, brand collective representative, you know what I mean? So, we're going to catch y'all next time on the Real Steeze Web Show, man. We out. There it is, man.
There you go. You did. Follow through, my
What? Hey, hold up. I ain't trying. I want to try to outdo my man.
You know what I'm saying?
I got from the, I had an internship, man. I had this, you know what I'm saying?
And what is it? I wouldn't have been offended. But let me tell you what.
Because he rolled up the beat.
I'm going to tell you exactly where the offense started. That jump right there. How many people put one of them on? He's serious.
Hey, look.
He's serious.
He got a handkerchief.
Was he some wild shit?
He's serious.
Was he some wild shit?
Nah, it's not wild.
Was he some wild shit? The pocket, girl.
Oh, it's the pocket.
That's the next level. Mo, you
I love black
K-Bob, 21 cones in a hot box. Don't choke rap league and we ain't done. DCRL and we ain't done. Push a button, cut the safe phone. Push a button, cut the rave phone. Rolling up cause my day's long. Rolling up cause my day's long. Bad and goofy. They praying and hoping we losing. My niggas is actually shooting. We do the math, you clueless. These niggas is mad, we doing it. They see the work that we moving it. They like how he keep on doing it. They want the juice cause they losing it. Looking like you wanna say something. Tell them pussy niggas say something. Niggas rapping, ain't saying nothing. Niggas trapping, they ain't making nothing. I asked shorty what she trying to do. She said she fucking with a plate or something. I said she better off facing something. Straight Henny and I'm chasing her. I been lit on some other shit, and I got the squad on the same time. I can talk about the garbage niggas and drop knowledge at the same time. And I don't even really give a fuck about the extra shit you niggas kicking out. Niggas slipping one trying to pay attention, but they all trying to listen now. Brand it up, gotta break it down. Young nigga about to shake it down. It's looking like we about to make it now. The top spot looking vacant now. I'm just trying to hit your eardrum with some shit that really makes sense, though.